Star Spangled Banner being performed tonight by one of our favorites, George Hoffman.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, George. Nobody does it better. Don't forget to stop by the Canopy Tent for Element Insurance and First Bank. You can register for the giveaways there, and you can chat with some really nice folks back there.
I see people standing out there, but they're not waiting for the first shot. Looks like somebody was right. Looks like somebody. The 2023 Strasburg Express are on the air from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. It is the 2023 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Gutschall. Glad to be back with you here tonight for some Valley Baseball League baseball action. Tonight, the 11-9 Front Royal Cardinals against the 12-6 Strasburg Express. Strasburg is coming off of a 12-2 7-inning Mercy Rule win last night at Newmarket. Meanwhile, Front Royal defeated the Purcellville Cannons for their 11th win of the year on a walk-off in the bottom of the 9th inning. So both teams coming in off of a win. It is another smoky night here in the Valley League. The Wildfires have shifted back towards us, I guess from Canada, with the wind blowing towards our area. So there is a lot of smoke here at First Bank Park, as you may be able to see on the video stream here tonight. On the mound tonight for the Express is Chase Ingram.
The Cardinals, the center fielder.
Ingram is out of the University of Alabama, Birmingham, from Pleasant Hill, California. He's a 6'3" righty, 230. He comes into the game 1-0 with a 3.85 ERA, 14 strikeouts, and 11 2/3 innings. The first pitch of the game is a bouncer up the middle and past the second baseman, Blaze O'Sabin. First pitch swinging at 7:04. And the Front Royal Cardinals with their first hit of the night, not wasting any time in the slightest. So 1-on, nobody out for the Cardinals. Here's Brody Popple, the catcher. Popple out of Florida A&M from Tallahassee. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. Rest of the lineup for Front Royal, batting third, the right fielder, Cameron Douglas. Batting fourth, it is batting third, it is Robert Mosley, the third baseman. That pitch misses. Batting fourth, batting fifth is Brantley Willis, the DH. Batting sixth and playing first base is Drew Camp. Jaden Anderson, the left fielder, will bat seventh. Daniel Stevens, the second baseman, will bat 8th as Ingram deals his 2-0, and that is popped up foul. And batting 9th is Michael McAloose, the shortstop. Front Royal 11-9, 2 games out of first behind the Express. The Express currently leading the Valley League standings with a record of 12-6. They're a game and a half up on the second place team.
Express, please return those train station in exchange. You will get
the batter,
very welcome on a night like this.
Brody Popple, comes in batting .230 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. 2 balls and a strike to the lefty. Popple. Runner goes and stops. The pitch misses, 3-1. Defense tonight behind Ingram, and left it is Miller, De Los Santos in center, and Castillo is in right. Irigoyen at third, La Sala at short, Pfeiffer at second, Reese Woody at first, and Vaughn behind the plate. 3-1, and that's in the dirt, ball 4. So the first 2 men on to start the top of the first for the Front Royal Cardinals tonight. Here's Cameron Douglas, the right fielder. Douglas out of Georgia State. One thing, and I've said this all season, one thing is true for the Express. They have struggled mightily here at home. On the other side, on the road, they've only lost 1 game all year. But at home, it has been, for whatever reason, a huge struggle for a team that is 12-6. They've lost 5 of their 6 games right here. The pitch. Breaking ball in there, 0-1. So we'll see if they can change things here tonight. They did defeat the Cardinals earlier in the season in a bit of a thriller at Bing Crosby Stadium in a game Strasburg led pretty much all night. Front Royal made it interesting in the 9th, lined out to right to end the game with the bases juiced and 2 outs. 0-1 the count to Douglas, looking for a double play ball is Strasburg, and here's a ground ball to short. Going to second for 1, back to first. It is not in time. So they get the out at second. That is Popple for the first out. Douglas reaches on the fielder's choice. It's first and third and 1 out for the Cardinals.
The third baseman from UNC Greensboro, number 30, Robert Mosley.
So Robert Mosley, the third baseman out of the University of North Carolina, Greensboro, has a chance to knock in a run or 2 or maybe 3 for the Cardinals here. Mosley in the cleanup spot. Runner goes. The pitch is a ball. Throw to second. Gets away, but nice back up there at second by Pfeiffer, keeping the ball from going into the outfield. It'll be ball 1 and a stolen base for Cameron Douglas. And the Cardinals have second and third and 1 out. Strasburg undoubtedly going to play the infield back here in the first inning. So they will surrender a run. 1-0, the pitch. Swing and a foul back. It is 1-1. Dimensions here at First Bank Park, down the lines 300 feet, and to straightaway center it's 365. A little bit of wind movement out there in right center with the flag on the near the scoreboard. So we might see some fly balls get out of here tonight. We will see. 1-1 the count as Ingram is working from the stretch. He deals. And just missing, 2-1. Other games around the league tonight. Stanton's at Charlottesville. Waynesboro's at Covington. Woodstock's at Newmarket at 7:30. And Culpeper's at Harrisonburg at 7:30. Percival and Winchester postponed due to the smoke. 2 balls and a strike now to Mosley. And he takes for a ball, 3-1. On deck is Brantley Willis, the DH. So a single, a walk, and a fielder's choice, and then a stolen base have the Front Royal Cardinals threatening here with second and third and 1 out here in the top of the first. Ingram in some trouble, and he's behind in the count. 3-1 he deals, and that is a high fly ball to deep right center. That's traveling well, and that ball is caught. An unbelievable scaling catch at the wall for De Los Santos, as he robs an extra base hit, possibly more, as he scales up the wall in right center to rob Mosley of extra bases. A run does score, but that is the second out here in the first inning. Hang a star on that one.
Number 32, Brantley Willis.
Both runners do score up, but that is a spectacular catch out there by Joe De Los Santos. O'Sabin scores on the sac fly. Douglas to third. It'll be a sac fly and an RBI for Mosley. It's 1-0, and now the count to Brantley Willis. The DH misses 1-0. So 1-0 the count. Front Royal taking advantage of the leadoff single. Trying to add one more. Up and in on Willis, 2-0. Willis out of Chipola College from Marianna, Florida. 6'2", righty, 220. He comes in batting .277 with a home run and 8 RBIs. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Front Royal with their traveling gray unis, gray top, gray bottoms, red stripe on the pants, and then some red piping on their under their sleeves. 2-1. Down and in, 3-1 for Strasburg. Their white pants, purple stripe, and their top with top part white and bottom part black and purple striping. 3 balls and a strike now to Willis, and that is a liner into left. That's a base hit, and the Front Royal Cardinals striking early here. It's 2-0 in the top of the first inning.
First baseman to belong with number 5, Drew Camp.
RBI single for Brantley Willis. That is RBI number 9 of the summer for him. Here's Drew Camp, the first baseman. Ingram trying to get through this inning, and that's a ground ball up the middle. It's hit hard, but played by the shortstop Lasala. He'll toss to second. 6-4 on the putout, and that is out number 3. But the Cardinals do score 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the first. Cardinals lead it 2-0. We go to the bottom of the first. Strasburg down 2-0, and they will face Chase Husted on the mound tonight. Husted out of James Madison University, 5'11", righty, 175. Starting lineup tonight for the Strasburg Express. Leading off and playing first base is Reese Woody. Batting second and playing right field, it's Victor Castillo. Batting third is JoJo Irigoyen, the third baseman. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Michael O'Shaughnessy. Batting fifth, center fielder Joe De Los Santos. Batting sixth, the catcher, Logan Vaughn. Batting seventh, from James Madison University, second baseman Wyatt Pfeiffer. Batting eighth is the left fielder Dakota Miller, and batting ninth and playing shortstop, it is Anthony Lasala. Here's Reese Woody, the first baseman. He will lead it off against Husted. Here's the pitch. That misses. Want to know the count to Reese Woody. The pitch. And that is lined up the middle. That's a hard hit, base hit to lead off the bottom of the first for Reese Woody. his 7th hit of the year, and now 18 at-bats.
Right fielder number 1, Victor Castillo.
Good start to the bottom of the first for the Express. Husted's numbers: 15 innings, 13 strikeouts, and a 4.80 ERA. He's 1-1 on the season. I believe at 4 appearances. Here's Victor Castillo, the right fielder. Castillo takes a fastball right down the middle, 0-1. Victor, out of Tallahassee, Florida, 5'11" lefty. He's been a very solid contributor for the Express, batting .333 with a home run and 9 RBIs, 0-1. Breaking ball in there quickly, 0-2. Strasburg comes into this game the number 2 pitching team in the Valley League with an ERA at 3.96. The 0-2. And Castillo bloops one into center. That's going to be called. Nice speed there from O'Saban as he gets there, and Woody's back to first.
Third baseman from Seminole State College, number 30, JoJo Irigoyen.
Pitching, looking at the numbers this summer in the Valley League, pitching has been very bad. Here's JoJo Irigoyen, the third baseman. One team has a ERA worse than 7. That's a 7.55. That's Culpeper. Waynesboro and Woodstock both have 6.6 plus ERAs. Only 2 teams have a below 4 ERA. That's Strasburg at 3.96 and Harrisonburg at 3.69. 1-0 the count to JoJo Irigoyen. Throw over to first. Pretty close. Looking at the offensive numbers, leading team in the league average-wise is Winchester at 315, and Strasburg up to second as a hitting team with 273 as their batting average. Swing and a miss on Irigoyen, 1-1. So Strasburg, you look at it, they're very balanced. Second best pitching team and second best hitting team. Most teams are either really good at pitching or hitting, but not both. 1-1, runner goes. The pitch is lined into right. It takes a hop, and holding up at second is Woody. Perfectly executed hit and run as JoJo Irigoyen picks up his 18th hit of the year.
Now batting the DH from Davidson, number 17, Michael O'Shaughnessy.
He is now hitting .339 on the summer. Here is Michael O'Shaughnessy, and Michael had himself a little bit of a night last night. He had a 3-run homer. I think he finished 4 for 4. He was unbelievable. We'll see if he can keep it up tonight. He gets a breaking ball and takes a strike. Well, could he hit another 3-run homer in back-to-back nights? O'Shaughnessy, after getting off to a slow start, is now hitting .333, 2 home runs and 13 RBIs. He does have good power from the left side, the 0-1. Pitch misses, and catcher Popple acted like he was going to come up throwing, but ate it. It's 1-1. Both teams with 2 hits. Looks like tonight might not be a pitcher's kind of night, but we'll see. The double play could change that here in the first. 1-1. Breaking ball misses, 2-1. Michael O'Shaughnessy out of Davidson College. And time called by the home plate umpire. Thank you for joining us. If you're watching tonight on YouTube or Facebook, Kyle Gutshaw with you from First Bank Park. You can watch us on the YouTube app on your smart TV. Just look up Strasburg Express. And please, if you're on Facebook, as the pitch is popped up into left and down for a base hit, and the runner's being sent to the plate. Here's the throw. It's cut off, and Michael O'Shaughnessy has done it again. An RBI bloop single here in the bottom of the first. And it's 2-1 as Front Royal's lead is cut in half. Coming in to score from second is Woody. He just blooped it in, and Anderson couldn't get to it. So it's first and second with 1 out. What I was saying on Facebook, we're continuing to see these spammers and scammers posting these fake links that say they're to the game. Make sure you do not click those. Those are just scammers. The pitch to Joe De Los Santos is in there for a strike, 0-1. De Los Santos is due for a long ball here. A long ball, too. And we've seen him hit a couple of long ones this summer. 0-1 the count. That is up and in, 1-1. Joe's batting .250 with 3 home runs and 11 RBIs. He is out of the College of William and Mary from Richmond, Virginia. Tying runs at second, go-ahead runs at first here in the bottom of the first. 1-1 the count. Breaking ball fouled away. Got a good piece of it, just too early on it. 1-2. Well, if you're a baseball fan and you stayed up late last night, you may have witnessed history, the 24th perfect game in Major League history. Germán of the Yankees, 9 perfect innings against the Oakland A's. 24th perfecto in big league history. Pretty cool to see. First one in over 12 years. De Los Santos pops it up in the infield. It's going to continue to fly into the center field. A little bit of breeze and blowing it out there. And there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
From Texas A&M Corpus Christi, number 20, Logan Vaughn.
As our PA announcer said, from Corpus Christi. I'll blame the speakers for the way it sounds then. Here is Logan Vaughn, the catcher. Vaughn has been very solid this year on both sides of the ball. Behind the plate, he's done a great job, and he's done well offensively. He's 9 for 23, batting .391 with 5 RBIs. Batting from the left side here, men on first and second and 2 outs. Strasburg trying to at least tie it here in the first. Vaughn takes in the dirt, 1-1. So Chase Husted in some trouble here in this first inning. Has not been clean by any means. 3 hits for Strasburg, but he still has a 2-1 lead. 1-1 to Vaughn, and that's outside. 2 balls and a strike now. Thank you for joining us here tonight on the 29th of June in 2023. Post All-Star break, the North won the All-Star game this year. I think it was 5-4. Two won the count, and Vaughn late on it, fouls it into the net. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. This will be pitch number 21 of the first inning for Husted. The pitch. Vaughn takes, just missing. 3-2. Runners will be moving here. A pretty warm day here today in the Shenandoah Valley, but with our fans up here, it feels pretty good right now. A little bit of breeze. 3-2, everybody's moving, and it's fouled back. We'll do it again. Vaughn did what you don't want to do there, and he's pulled his helmet off as the ball was ricocheting away. 3-2, 2 outs. Good battle here between Vaughn and Husted. The pitch. And a ground ball down the right field side, but foul, and it's still 3-2. So we'll do it again. Count is still full. And a liner to first, blocked by the first baseman Camp. He'll take it himself, and the half inning is over. So Strasburg does score 1 run on 3 hits. They leave 2, and after 1 inning of play tonight from Strasburg, the Express trail the Cardinals 2-1. We go to the top of the second. Front Royal leads Strasburg 2-1. It is Jaden Anderson leading it off, and he will ground one to third on the second pitch of the AB, fielded by Irigoyen. Throw to first is in plenty of time. 2 pitches and 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Daniel Stevens, the second baseman, steps up.
Number 14, Daniel Stevens.
Stevens out of Longwood, the Lancers. From Raleigh, North Carolina, he swings first pitch, ground ball to short. LaSala throw to first, a little high, but fortunately Woody is able to stretch up and make the catch, and there are 2 outs.
Number 17, Michael McAloose.
Well, one thing is for sure, Front Royal hitting the ball hard here in the inning. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Michael McAloose, the shortstop. Michael out of Florida Southwestern State from Fort Myers, Florida, and he takes a strike right down the middle, 0-1. 24th pitch of the night for Ingram is a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. McAloose 0 for 3 on the summer. Sixth pitch of the inning is a slow grounder to third. Irigoyen throws to first, and how about that? A very economical inning for Chase Ingram. 6 pitches, 3 outs, and the Cardinals go down 1-2-3. We go to the home half of the second. Strasburg will send up Pfeiffer, Miller, and LaSala when we come back. Wyatt Pfeiffer leads it off for Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the second. Pfeiffer facing his college teammate out of James Madison University. First pitch to Pfeiffer is outside, ball 1. Pfeiffer batting .264 with no home runs and 1 RBI. 1-0. And Pfeiffer hits one well, but out in front and foul, out of play, 1-1. 2-1 Cardinals here in the bottom of the second inning. And what used to be called a North Division matchup. This one just outside, 2 balls and a strike. Two-1. That is outside, 3-1. Looks like the Winchester-Purcellville game has been rescheduled for July 7th at 4:30. 3-1, and that is crushed foul. Out in front again, 3-2. Pfeiffer not waiting back against his college teammate. He's swinging early and literally swinging early. 3-2 the count. I think if you're the pitcher here, Halstead, you just try to throw a fastball by him. You don't want to speed his bat up with a breaking ball the way these swings are looking for him. He hits him, and obviously no ill intent there, or malintent.
16, Dakota Miller.
So it'll be a hit by pitch to start the Bottom of the second inning. Again, not as bad as a leadoff walk. Just trust me. Statistically, it's not as bad. Runner goes. The pitch is swung on and missed, and no chance to get Pfeiffer at second. Great jump there as he picks up the stolen base. And the count is 0-1 to Dakota Miller. So Strasburg with another man in scoring position. They left 2 in the first, trying to tie it or go ahead here in the second. Corners are playing up now, at least the first baseman is. I don't think Miller's going to bunt. And move to second. Holding there is Pfeiffer. The pitch. That is down. 1-1. The pitch. And that is blooped into right field. That is going to be caught. Ball is staying up tonight. Getting there is Douglas. Looked like he got it just enough off the end of the bat to drop it in, but Douglas able to hustle it down.
University of Pittsburgh, number 12, Anthony Lasala.
And that's tough there for Strasburg because you'd love to be able to get that runner to third with 1 out. Instead, he holds it second. Here's Anthony Lasala, the shortstop. Lasala out of the University of Pittsburgh. Pitch. And that is popped up in the infield. Second baseman Stevens is there. He will make the catch, and there are 2 outs. So back-to-back outs and unproductive as runners couldn't get to third. Back to the top of the lineup, it'll be Reese Woody, the first baseman.
First baseman, number 19, Reese Woody.
Woody 1 for 1. He singled and scored last inning in the first. So Husted trying to get around the leadoff hit by pitch and then the stolen base with nobody out. A fly out and a pop out. The pitch. Woody bloops it into left. That's going to drop for a base hit. Runner is coming home and the ball gets by the left fielder. The game is going to be tied, and holding at second base with a RBI single is Reese Woody. And it's 2-2 here in the bottom of the second inning. Swing and a miss, Victor Castillo. So we're going to score that for Woody. It's going to be a single and an advancement to second with the error on the left fielder, Anderson. It will be credited an RBI. So for Woody, his first RBI of the night. And we have a balk being called now. So I'm guessing he didn't stop long enough. So Woody to third now, and an 0-1 count for Castillo. The pitch. Chopper foul right side, 0-2.
Stolen base ended up being big, didn't it?
Big stolen base. The pitch. Castillo just gets a piece. And we'll see if this balk ends up being big too. Strasburg with 4 hits on the night. 2 for the leadoff man Woody. Irigoyen with 1 and O'Shaughnessy with 1. 0-2 the count, and Castillo with a little bit of chin music takes a ball 1-2. Pretty good crowd here tonight for some Thursday night baseball. Front Royal typically travels pretty well. Strasburg with a good home crowd tonight. 1-2. Castillo takes in the dirt. Popple able to block it. Not a lot of room to score here at First Bank Park. Backstop's pretty tight. We did see one score the other day for one of the opposing teams, but it's not too common. 2-2, Husted from the stretch. And Victor Castillo Swings and misses. And the half inning is over, but not before Strasburg picks up one run on one hit. There was one error and one left on base. We are through 2 tonight, and we're all knotted up at 2. Back to Strasburg as we go to the 3rd inning. Top of the lineup for the Cardinals in a 2-2 game. O'Sabin, the leadoff man, takes a strike, 0-1. Blaze O'Sabin singled his first time up. Ended up scoring one of the 2 runs tonight for the Cardinals. So O'Sabin out of Georgia Gwinnett College, and he lines one in the left, and he picks up his 2nd single of the night. He came into this game 10 for 45, and he has 2 hits tonight and 2 tries for the Cardinals.
Catcher, number 12, Brody Popple.
Hit number 3 tonight for the Cardinals. Here's Brody Popple. He was walked back in the first and then erased on a fielder's choice later on in the inning. The pitch, runner goes, and he stops. It's a called strike, 0-1. The pitch. That is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gotta think O'Sabin will probably take off either on this pitch or the next one. Long hold, 1-1. There he goes. It's a ball and a high throw by Vaughn, and what a play out there by Pfeiffer, lunging into center field to snag the ball and keep it from going all the way to center. So it'll be a stolen base for O'Sabin, and the count is 2-1. Well, one thing we're noticing early, Front Royal has some guys that can run. They've got some speed, and speed can break your back if you're the opposing team. 2-1 now. After a real quick last inning, Ingram in some trouble again. And that is popped up. Shallow left, sprinting in is Miller. And he will call off the shortstop LaSala, make the one-handed snag. And there is 1 out here in the 3rd. It's a big out, especially behind the count, 2-1.
Fielder, number 24, Cameron Douglas.
Here's Cameron Douglas, the right fielder. He reached on a fielder's choice back in the 1st. Then he stole 2nd and scored on the RBI single after he had tagged up to 3rd. So Brantley Willis with the RBI single scored him back in the 1st inning. So a chance again to do some damage. The pitch. Outside on the breaking ball, 1-0. Douglas 9 for 26 with a home run and 4 RBIs. O'Sabin at 2nd. The pitch. Swing and a foul back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner goes. The pitch is a ball. Throw to third. Not in time. Oh, man. I don't know. That looked close. Great tag there by the third baseman, Irigoyen. Another stolen base for O'Saban. And the Cardinals with a man on third with one out now. Ball. The pitch was called a ball, so it's 2-1. Infield is going to play. Looks like they're playing halfway here. Try to cut down the runner at the plate. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, one out. Douglas trying to get the lead back for the Cardinals. Ingram sets and deals. Swing and a foul ball. Still 2-2. Two again. Inside, nearly hits him. Counts full, 3-2. Nice leadoff single, then a fly out to left. A couple of stolen bases. Man on third. 3-2 the pitch, and that is inside, ball 4. And the Cardinals with first and third and one out here in the third inning.
Third baseman, number 30, Robert Mosley.
So first and third, one out for the Front Royal Cardinals. Here's Robert Mosley. Hit a sac fly to center. The runner goes, and he's going to take second on a stolen base. Mosley was robbed of likely extra bases in the first inning. He crushed one to right center. 0-1 the count. That just misses off the plate, 1-1. The Front Royal putting some great at-bats together here to this point tonight. One and one. That is in there, 1-2. Good pitch there from Ingram, trying to find one more here. One ball, two strikes. Ingram sets, he deals. Swing and a miss. Chase Ingram blows the four-seam fastball right by him, and that is a huge out number 2 for Strasburg. It'll bring up Brantley Willis, the DH. He singled in a run his first time up. Right through the hole, the left side, between the 5 and 6 hole. So he hit it to the 5.5 hole. The pitch. And a high fly down the left field line, but foul. He crushed it, but he was out in front. 0-1.
Balls to the train station. In exchange, you'll get a free spot. A very nice free spot.
Big spot here in this ball game. Ingram trying to work through this inning. He comes set. 0-1 to Willis. Swing and a foul tip into the glove, and the count is 0-2. Willis came into this game with 8 RBIs and a home run. He has 9 after the RBI in the first. It'll be pitch number 45 for Ingram here tonight. He comes at the 0-2. Breaking ball, strike 3 called on the outer part. Back-to-back strikeouts for Chase Ingram, and he gets around the damage here. Does not allow anything other than just a little bit of noise on the base pass. Front Royal leaves 2 on 1 hit. We go to the bottom of the third. Strasburg coming out.
The first one
We go to the bottom of the third. First pitch swinging and driving one deep to right off the fence is the leadoff man, JoJo Irigoyen, his second hit of the night. And he is halfway to the cycle here in the first couple of innings in this game, first 3 innings of this game. So good start to the inning for Strasburg. Here's O'Shaughnessy, the pitch. Fastball in there. Michael, RBI single back in the first after he went 4 for 4 last night. That's at least 5 straight ABs with hits for O'Shaughnessy. 0-1. Irigoyen with his lead at second. Inside corner, strike 2. Irigoyen to lead off the inning. He got a good piece of that one. He just barely missed getting it out of here. 0-2 to Michael O'Shaughnessy. And he takes off the plate on an all-speed pitch, 1-2. One, two. The pitch. O'Shaughnessy gets a hold of one. He hits it deep to right center, and that ball is out of here. Michael O'Shaughnessy is heating up here for the Strasburg Express. 4 for 4 last night with a home run. He's 2 for 2 tonight with a home run. He is now halfway to the cycle, and Strasburg leads it 4-2 here in the bottom of the third.
Now batting center fielder, number 3, Joe De Los Santos.
That was a no-doubter. That was not like the one he hit a couple games ago here, which was his first one, which we didn't know if it was going to get out. That was very deep. Here's Joe De Los Santos, and he pops it up foul. So O'Shaughnessy continues to power the middle of the lineup for the Strasburg Express. That is great to see. We were told coming into the summer he was, a great hitter. Got off to a slow start, but he's showing what he can do now. 0-1 to Joe De Los Santos, and he hammers one down the left field line. That's a fair ball, and it's into the corner. He hustles around first and the second. 3 consecutive extra base hits to start the inning for Strasburg here in the bottom of the third. 2 doubles and a home run for the Express.
The catcher, number 20, Logan Vaughn.
Here's Logan Vaughn, the catcher, grounded out to first his first time up. For Joe De Los Santos, that is hit number 13 of the year. So the Express are getting to Holstead here in the third. Haven't seen Vaughn hit one out yet. The pitch. And he crushes one and down the right field line, but foul into the bullpen. 0-1. Seeing a lot of guys out in front of Holstead's stuff here tonight. So I don't know if his velocity's lower or if they're just seeing him well. Seeing him too well if you're out in front. But Strasburg has hit the ball hard 3 times here in the inning so far. 0-1. De Los Santos goes. The pitch is in the dirt. Throw to third. It's past the third baseman, and De Los Santos is coming home. He will score. It's a stolen base and an E2, and Strasburg leads it 5-2. I think if that throw was on the money, it would have been a close play. Didn't get a great jump, but he's credited with the stolen base, and scoring on the error is De Los Santos. Second error of the night for Front Royal. And Vaughn laces one in the left. That's a base hit. And that's past the left fielder. That's all the way to the wall. Another E7 on the left fielder, Anderson. That's his his second error of the night. So a single and an E7.
Second baseman, number 10, Wyatt Pfeiffer.
That is now 8 hits for Strasburg. Here's Pfeiffer. He takes a strike, 0-1. Inside, and that hit him. So in an 0-1 count, Pfeiffer, the teammate of the pitcher, is hit for the second time tonight. A glancing blow, to say the least.
Number 16, Dakota Miller.
So now it's first and second. Nobody out, and I am shocked that we have not seen a visit, not even a visit to the mound here, as things spiral out of control for Front Royal. First and second, nobody out for Miller. He swings and misses. Excuse me, he did not go around, and the count is 1-0. Looked like he went around, but 1-0 the count. And that's outside, 2-0. Two and 0 the count, good hitters count, and he crushes one right center. That's well struck, off the wall. Another extra base hit. The center fielder falls down on his rear end. 2 runs are going to score, and it's 7-2 Strasburg. The hitting frenzy continues here in the inning for the Express. Wow, my goodness. And that is finally going to draw a meeting to the mound here. First hit of the night for Miller, 2 RBI double. So here's the inning. A double, a 2-run homer, a double, a single, a hit by pitch, and a 2-run double. 2 errors sprinkled in there as well. We'll take a quick break as the meeting on the mound takes place. So after the meeting at the mound, here's Anthony LaSala. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight have reached to start the inning. The pitch outside. And is Strasburg trying to do what they did that one night where they reached base over and over and over again and everybody scored in the same inning? Well, that's still a possibility here. 1-0. Holstead sets and he deals. And that is popped up into left. That is going to drop for a base hit. Runner coming home. They're going to go to second with it. It's going to be an RBI single for Strasburg. And it's 8-2 here in the third. They just keep on hitting. LaSala with the RBI single. So here's Reese Woody. He's 2 for 2. This is his third at-bat of the night. He's not halfway to the cycle, but he's halfway to the single cycle. He's got 2. Throw over to first, and LaSala back in safely. Reese Woody batting. The pitch. Runner goes. It is a strike. Throw to second. Not in time. And a stolen base for LaSala. Still nobody out here in the third. Front Royal led this game 2-0, but Strasburg One in the first, one in the second to tie, and 6 so far in the third. Still nobody out. 0-1 to Woody. Holstead deals. Fouled back into the netting. Not much of a flinch. 0-2. Cardinals looking for the first out here in the third. Some scores around the league. Woodstock leads Newmarket 4-0 in the bottom of the second. Covington leading Waynesboro 3-0 in the top of the fourth. Culpeper and Harrisonburg tied at 0 in the third. 0-2. Woody behind, and he takes outside. Stanton leading Charlottesville 2-0 in the top of the fourth. Again, Strasburg first in the Valley League standings at 12-6, a game and a half up on both Harrisonburg and Winchester. They're both 11-8. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The righty sets, keeps an eye on LaSala, and he deals. That is outside, 2-2. The top 8 teams out of 12 go to the playoffs in the Valley League format this year with 1 division. 2-2, and Woody takes up high 3-2. So if the season ended today, which obviously it doesn't, Strasburg, Harrisonburg, Winchester, Charlottesville, Front Royal, Covington, Purcellville, and Newmarket would go to the playoffs. 3-2 the count. And Woody hits it in the left center, but there to make the catch is Anderson for the first out in the inning. And Woody is retired for the first time tonight. Here's Victor Castillo. He's 0 for 2 tonight, batting for the third time in now 3 innings. A fly out to center and a strikeout swinging. The pitch misses 1-0.
Can't see it from my house. Yeah,
1-0. Castillo, he's due for a big knock here. 1-0. Outside, 2-0. On deck is JoJo Irigoyen. He led off this inning with a line drive double off the wall. Looks like the guy down in the Cardinals bullpen's waving his hat, meaning they're ready to go. So this could be the last batter here for Holstead. 2-0 and moved to second. No throw. That's in the center. Runner's going from second. That's going to be a double play. And the inning is over. LaSala forgot how many outs there were. It'll be an 8-6. Was it an 8-6 or 8-4? 8-4 double play. So that's the one boo-boo in the inning for Strasburg. And they do not get to hit around. Depending on how you define hitting around. We go to the fourth. Strasburg now up 8-2. We start the top of the fourth inning. First pitch swinging is Front Royals first baseman Drew Camp as he pops it up foul. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count. Inside, 1-1. One the count. And a ground ball right side past the second baseman, Pfeiffer. And a leadoff single for Camp here in the fourth.
Left fielder, number 33, Jaden Anderson.
So a leadoff single for the Cardinals. Here's Anderson, left fielder. And he swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. Ball got away, but runner didn't move, so he's going to have to hang tight at first. For Front Royal, that was their fourth hit of the night. 0-1 the count. Anderson grounded out the third his first time up. He was part of that six-pitch second inning. He takes in the dirt. Nice block again by Vaughn, 1-1.
Please check out the concession stand, the finest in the valley with the biggest menu. Wonderful sweet tea.
Scores around the valley, scores around the major leagues coming up after this pitch. See if they can get another ground ball. Inside, 2-1. Some finals today. White Sox beat the Angels 9-7. Tampa Bay beat Arizona 6-1. The Yankees beat the Athletics 10-4. Royals beat the former Cleveland Indians 4-3 in 10 innings. Tigers beat the Rangers 8-5. Pirates beat the Padres 5-4. That misses. And games in progress. Miami leading Boston 1-0 in the 8th. Toronto and the Giants tied at 0 in the 4th. Metropolitans lead the Brewers 2-0 in the 4th. Astros lead the Cardinals 6-0 in the 3rd. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Dodgers Rockies getting underway soon, along with the Phillies and the Cubs. So who's the biggest disappointment of the year in the MLB? Is it the Padres? Is it the Mets? Is it the Phillies? 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Great pitch there from Chase Ingram as he picks up the strikeout. And there is one out here in the fourth. Here's Daniel Stevens, the second baseman. He grounded out to short his only time up. And pitch misses. One ball, no strikes, the count to Daniel Stevens. The righty Ingram sets, hits a ground ball, but foul. Phillies now lead the Cubs 1-0 on a Kyle Schwarber first pitch home run of the game in Chicago at Wrigley Field. Phillies 10.5 out of first behind Atlanta. 4 behind the Marlins, as that's a ground ball foul down the third base line, 1-2.
Please stop by First Bank School tent back there. You got some giveaways. You can register for those, and there's some freebies back there as well.
A ball and 2 strikes to Stevens. Camp at first after the leadoff single, and Stevens takes low, 2-2. Pitch. Breaking ball misses. Looking at the line score for our game here tonight. Front Royal, 2 runs, 4 hits, and 3 errors. Strasburg, 8 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. Runner with a big jump. He goes. It's a swing and a miss, and stealing second base on the pitcher is Camp. There are 2 outs, 2 strikeouts. So stolen base for Camp. Here's Michael McAloose, the shortstop.
Shortstop, number 17, Michael McAloose.
McAloose grounded out to third, his only time up. (8-2) Strasburg here in the fourth. The pitch. Swing and a grounder up the middle. That's a base hit, and that is going to score a run. Coming in to score from second base is Camp. RBI single for McAloose, and Front Royal not going away easily. It's 8-3.
The batter, number 19, Blaze O'Sabin.
Blaze O'Sabin, the leadoff man, will come up. O'Sabin 2 for 2 tonight. 2 singles, a run scored, 2 stolen bases. He's halfway to the single cycle. McAloose at first. Ingram sets and deals. And that is popped up in the infield. Third baseman Irigoyen charging in foul territory. Now he backs up and makes the catch. And the half inning is over. Front Royal, though, does score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 1 on base. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 8-3, Strasburg. We go to the bottom of the fourth. New pitcher for Front Royal. It's Gavin Alloway. Alloway out of Rider University from National Park, New Jersey. And the first pitch to Irigoyen is a curveball behind him. 1-0. Final line for Chase Holstead, who's currently on the hook. 3 innings, 10 hits, 8 runs. They should not all be earned, but as of right now, point streaks is showing them as all earned, so we'll have to fix that. I think it should be 5 or 6. No walks, 1 strikeout. Pitch misses, 2-0. Alloway's numbers on the summer, 2 1/3, 1 strikeout, and a 15.45 ERA. 2-0 to Irigoyen, who led off last inning with a double. He hits a hard hit grounder through the left side, a base hit. Left fielder makes a nice play out there. And speaking of left fielder, it's a new one. It is Nicholas Capozzi.
Now batting the DH, number 17, Michael O'Shaughnessy.
So Capozzi is now into the game in left field. So Irigoyen is 3 for 3 tonight through 4 innings, or 3 plus innings, I guess you could say. Here's O'Shaughnessy. He's 2 for 2 tonight. 2-run home run and a single. He takes inside 1-0. So Nicholas Capozzi into the game for the left fielder Anderson and sliding into the 7 spot, we have to assume. All right, can O'Shaughnessy keep the streak alive? 1-0. And a ground ball foul, first base side, 1-1. 4 for 4 last night. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Man on first and nobody out for Strasburg. 11 hits already. Eight to 3, the Express with the lead. Alloway throws to first, and Irigoyen back in safely. Hello to everybody tuning in tonight. Kyle Gutschall with you from First Bank Park in Strasburg as the 1-1 is fouled away, and O'Shaughnessy, who was behind in the count last AB 0-2, is behind 1-2 here. We got started tonight at 7:04 Eastern time, or local time, whatever you'd like to call it. Yep. 1-2. And O'Shaughnessy finally retired as he blows the fastball by him. Alloway with the strikeout, and there's 1 out in the 4th.
Center fielder number 3, Joe De Los Santos.
Here's Joe De Los Santos, the center fielder. Joe's 1 for 2 tonight with a double and a run scored. Pitch is a ball, 1-0. To Joe De Los Santos. The pitch. Swing and a foul back. Runner at first, 1 out. It's Irigoyen. 1-1 to Joe De Los Santos. The pitch. Swing and a high fly, but foul out of play to the right side. 1-2. New pitcher Alloway has allowed a single and then picked up a strikeout here in the inning. 1-2. Runner goes. It is a high fly down the left field line, but foul. One ball, 2 strikes. Alloway sets, and a throw to first. And nearly getting him at first, and then nearly knocking Irigoyen off the bag there. But he's safe, and the count remains 1-2. 1-2 the pitch. Down low, 2-2. 2-2. Swing and a high fly to left center field. That ball is off the wall. One run is, nope, going to be held up at third base. It'll be another hard hit double for Joe De Los Santos, and it is second and third and one out for Strasburg.
Now batting the catcher, number 20, Logan Vaughn.
Thought there was a chance for a second that the runner would score, but pretty good relay from the outfield there. So a good chance here for Strasburg to keep on tacking on. Here's Logan Vaughn, the catcher. Vaughn against the righty Alloway. That is a breaking ball just down low, 1-0. That is now 12 hits tonight for Strasburg. And you look through, and everybody for Strasburg is chipping in, really. Woody 2, Irigoyen 3, O'Shaughnessy and De Los Santos 2, Vaughn 1, Miller 1, LaSala 1. 1-0. Vaughn takes low, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Vaughn fouls it away, 2-1. Two won the count. Vaughn takes up and out, and it's 3-1. Got to be careful here if you're Alloway. Vaughn is looking to hack and hack away big here. And he crushes one through the left side, a base hit. Coming home to score is De Los Santos, and he is going to be out by a mile. Oh, now De Los Santos is going backwards, and they're going to get him. So that is the second out of the inning. Strasburg has run into so many outs in home plate this year. Very aggressive. There's only one out. Kind of shocked that they went there, but they do score a run. It'll be an RBI single for Logan Vaughn, his second hit of the night. 13th, excuse me, yeah, I think that's 13th hit of the night, or 12th. I might be mistaken. As Irigoyen scored and De Los Santos gunned down at the plate. So it's 9-3 now, 2 outs. Pfeiffer, swing and a miss. Wyatt trying to get a at-bat here tonight. He's been hit twice, both times by his college teammate Holstead, Chase Holstead. Pfeiffer, switch hitter, batting from the left side here against the righty Alloway. Vaughn at first, 0-1. And he takes down and then off the glove of the catcher, throw to second, nearly airmailed in the center. That'll be a pass ball as it went off the glove of Popple and allowed Vaughn to get up to second. So another runner in scoring position for the Express. 1-1. And that is lined in the left. That's going to be a base hit. And they're going to hold the runner at third this time. So probably should be 10-3 right now with one out, but De Los Santos have been thrown out. So it's first and third with 2 outs for Strasburg. The Express with 14 hits on the night. Here's Dakota Miller. So Vaughn's up to third.
Dakota Miller, 1 for 2 tonight, a fly out to right and a 2 RBI double back in the third. Inside, 1-0, almost got him.
Thank you very much.
Runner goes, big jump, the pitch is high, no throw to second. It's a stolen base for Wyatt Pfeiffer, his second of the night.
Sugar Creek is in the house tonight with delicious ice cream, and they just delivered.
Two of the count. And Miller laces one into right center, and that's going to go all the way to the scoreboard. Nearly bounces over the fence, but it stays in play. It's going to be another 2 RBI double for Miller, and it's 11-3 Strasburg. That is now 15 hits on the night for the Express.
Shortstop, number 12, Anthony LaSala.
So Piper and Vaughn both scoring on that. Piper scored 3 runs tonight. 4 RBIs for Miller. Here's LaSala. He's 1 for 2 tonight. And he takes outside, 1-0. And a chopper to third, off the glove of the third baseman. Third at first is not in time. And there's going to have to be an error charge somewhere over there on the left side of the infield, allowing LaSala to reach. Meanwhile, Miller moves to third. It's going to be charged an E5 on Mosley.
First baseman, number 19, Reese Woody.
So it's first and third with 2 outs now. The pitch outside, 1-0. So this has not been a very solid pitching performance to this point for the Cardinals. Strasburg with 15 hits already. Runner goes again. That pitch is off the plate, and another stolen base for LaSala. So it's second and third again with 2 outs. Yeah, if that out hadn't been recorded at home, who knows how long this inning could be going for. 2-0 the count, 2 outs. Reese Woody, the batter, he's 2 for 3 tonight, 2 singles and an RBI. Already his 4th AB of the night, and he hits one through the right side. That's a base hit. 2 runs are coming home to score. It's 13-3 here in the 4th inning. Reese Woody is 3 for 4 and 4 ABs. That is now 16 hits on the night for Strasburg. This is an unbelievable hitting performance to this point for the Strasburg Express. Here's Victor Castillo.
Now batting number 1, Victor Castillo.
So 2 RBIs. I mean, Reese Woody has 3 hits in the first 4 innings of the game. He could have 4. He is 3/4 now to the single cycle. Here's Victor Castillo. He's 0 for 3 tonight. And that misses. 13-3 Strasburg here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And a swing and a miss. 1-1. One to Castillo. And Victor breaks his bat, hits it to the right side. Second baseman Fields throws to first. And pretty crazy for Castillo, has been great all year. It's 13-3 in the 4th, and Victor is 0 for 4
to this point. It's been a wacky start to this game here from Strasburg. The Express through 4 innings tonight, lead it 13-3. We go to the 5th. Well, we go to the top of the 5th from Strasburg. The Express all over the Cardinals right now, 13-3. Max Cool into the game for the Express. And the first pitch is swung on and missed, 0-1. Final line for Chase Ingram, 4 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Cool quickly ready and just missing, 1-1. Brody Popple, 0 for 1 with a walk in the first and a fly out to left in the 3rd. And that is popped up in the infield. Catcher giving it a look. First baseman coming in and making a sliding catch. Reese Woody with a spectacular play near the netting, sliding and robbing Popple, even though it was a foul ball. But it's the first out here in the top of the 5th.
The right fielder, number 24, Cameron Douglas.
Strasburg, at the moment, to this point tonight, looking like a legit ball club. Here's Cameron Douglas, the right fielder. He's 0 for 1 with a fielder's choice and a walk. The pitch. Cool deals, and it's a strike. Max Cool's numbers on the summer: 7 2/3, 15 strikeouts, and a 1.17 ERA. Cool is out of James Madison University from Virginia Beach. 6'2" lefty, 205. The pitch misses, and it's 1-1. 6 runs in the 3rd, 5 in the 4th for the Express. 1-1. That is a changeup in there for a strike. Beautiful location, the bottom of the zone, 1-2. One-two. Fouled back. Still 1-2. Front Royal with now 4 errors on the night. We went back and looked at the line. Husted charged with 6 earned runs of the 8 runs allowed by him, with all those errors sprinkled in. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Had him absolutely fooled on a changeup darting out of the zone. And there are quickly 2 outs in the 5th.
Third baseman, number 30, Robert Mosley.
Robert Mosley will step up. Mosley's 0 for 1 tonight. Sack fly and an RBI in the 1st. Strikeout swinging in the 3rd. So 8 pitches and 2 quick outs for Cool. Facing the lefty here, so lefty-lefty matchup. And he takes for a strike, 0-1. And missing outside. Updated look around the league. Stanton leading Charlottesville 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Covington leading Waynesboro 4-0 in the top of the 6th. 1-1. Swing and a pop-up behind the plate and out of play. Woodstock leads Newmarket 4-1 top of the 5th, and Culpeper and Harrisonburg tied at 0 in the bottom of the 5th. Just to put things in perspective, we're in the top of the 5th. We started at 7:04. The Woodstock and Culpeper games both started at 7:30, and they're either right with us or ahead of us. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Mosley goes down lunging on a pitch out of the zone. And Max Cool with a quick inning. Cool as a cucumber. 2 strikeouts, 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Strasburg leading at 13-3.
JoJo Irigoyen.
You're hearing this correctly. JoJo Irigoyen will lead off again. He led off the 4th. He led off the 3rd. He led off the 4th. And he's leading off the 5th. First pitch is a strike as Alloway's still in the mound. In the 3rd, he doubled. In the 4th, he singled. So that means he's either on pace to triple here or hit a home run. It's hard to triple here. 0-1. Breaking ball outside corner, strike 2. Extended outside corner. 13-3 Strasburg here in the bottom of the 5th. Gavin Alloway sets. And the 0-2. Breaking ball, good eye there from Irigoyen. Tried to get him to go after that same spot, but he laid off. One ball, 2 strikes. And he lines one in the right center field. It's going to be trapped. And running the second is Irigoyen, and he is in there. There's no signal from the umpires. Still don't have a signal. Time is called. And the right fielder is injured. I think he may have landed on his wrist. Diving for that one. Let's see here if they're indeed going to call it a hit. I don't think there's any way you can't at this point. I'm guessing the umpire is going to say he didn't see it, so it's going to be a hit. Great effort by Douglas and Wright. And for Irigoyen, it's looking like it's going to be another double to start the inning. JoJo is now 4 for 4 with 2 singles and 2 doubles. So they're saying, I guess it was trapped. And for Strasburg, that's hit number 17.
The DH, number 17, Michael O'Shaughnessy.
Leadoff double. No out was called. We were waiting, but there was no signal. Here's Michael O'Shaughnessy, 2 for 3 tonight. 2-run homer, a single and an RBI, along with a strikeout swinging. And he takes in the dirt. Want to know the count? And O'Shaughnessy fouls it back. 13-3, Strasburg here in the bottom of the 5th. Strasburg won last night 12-2 and 7, so they're able to save some pitchers. Not that it's not like we've been playing a lot the last 4 or 5 days, or even the last week in general. But it always helps to save arms when you can. 1-1 to O'Shaughnessy. Alloway deals. That is outside, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Got to be careful here with O'Shaughnessy. He's a fastball hitter. Gets a breaking ball and it misses, 3-1. O'Shaughnessy licking his chops in the 3-1, and he pops it up. Gets under it. Center fielder O'Sabin makes the catch. And that's the first out here in the 5th.
Center fielder number 3, Joe De Los Santos.
De Los Santos has doubled his last 2 times up in consecutive innings. He scored in the 3rd. He was thrown out at home trying to score on a single to left on a 7-2 putout. Starting to feel the temperature drop a little bit here at First Bank Park. The pitch. De Los Santos takes outside. Great effort there from Popple as he popped out of the squat and kept the ball in front of him. 1-0. To Joe. And again, Popple with a nice stop, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, and a move to second. Double move. Pitcher almost lost his footing out there, but he stayed up. 2-0. That's outside, 3-0. To this point for Alloway, an inning and a third, 7 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned runs, no walks, and a strikeout. And he's in danger of walking his first here. It nearly walked O'Shaughnessy the last AB. 3-0. That is down low, ball 4. And De Los Santos is on for the 3rd consecutive inning, which is kind of funny to say. It's not very common to bat 3 times in a row. Here's Logan Vaughn. Vaughn has done a great job tonight. Vaughn 2 for 3 tonight. 2 singles, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. Comes the first pitch. Vaughn takes on a low breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. 17 hits tonight for the Express. 0-1. Alloway deals. And that is popped up left center. Left fielder moves to his left, and Capozzi makes the catch, fires it into third, and that is out number 2. 2 outs here in the 5th inning for Wyatt Piper. He's been on all 3 times tonight.
Second baseman, number 10, Wyatt Piper.
Hit by a pitch in the 2nd and in the 3rd. He has scored 3 runs tonight. He has stolen 2 bases, and he has singled. So a good night for the on-base percentage, the OPS, even the batting average. Home run here would be nice if you're Strasburg. Takes a breaking ball in there, 0-1. Front Royal is due to have Willis, Camp, and Capozzi due up in the top of the 6th inning. We'll see if it's a 13-3 game or possibly more than that. The 0-1. That is lined into center, but it's an Adam ball. Right at him. Nice piece of hitting from Piper, but tough luck, and that is out number 3. Well, Strasburg, for the first time tonight, does not score in an inning. They threaten, but they leave 2 on. We go to the 6th inning. The Express lead the Cardinals 13-3. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Max Cool still in the mound for Strasburg, facing Brantley Willis. And the first pitch is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Cade Parker has checked into the game. He will come in for JoJo Irigoyen, who will leave the game 4 for 4 tonight. Or he will be replaced, I should say. He's not leaving the game due to anything other than getting some other guys in. So Irigoyen will wrap up tonight 4 for 4. And at third for Strasburg is now Piper. That pitch misses, 2-1. And the dirt. And the count is 3-1. Three balls and a strike, trying to avoid something very bad as that fouls away, 3-2. That's all I'll say at this point. Three and two. The lefty Cool deals a swing and a miss. Back-to-back-to-back strikeouts for Cool dating back to last half inning. 1 out here in the 6th for Front Royal.
Drew Camp.
Didn't even have to mention it. He took care of it. Here's Drew Camp, the first baseman, 1 for 2 with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. Camp out of Longwood, and he nearly gets hit, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Cool looking Very solid so far. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and one. Two-one pitch. Swing and a foul back. And it is 2-2. That was held on to by Vaughn. Two-two with 1 out. The lefty deals to Drew Camp. Inside again, nearly hit him. Count is full. So back-to-back full counts here in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss. Cool does it again. Another strikeout. That is now 4 consecutive. Here is Nicholas Capozzi, who came into the game to play left back in the 4th. This is Capozzi's first AB of the night. He is out of Gardner-Webb University from Columbus, North Carolina. 6-foot righty, 185. And you can see here on the camera feed, I'll show you in a second, unless this is a first pitch out. Swing and a miss. All right, I'm going to pull my finger up here. You see up here, this is the fog, the smog that we're dealing with here at First Bank Park tonight. You can see it over here too. Right there. That misses. It's starting to roll in on us, getting low. As Jay Ramsey would say, it's close. Things are close here. With usually it's humidity, but we'll use that reference for the fog tonight. Or smoke. The count is 1-2. You can really see it in the lights now if you look up into the lights. 1-2 to Capozzi. The lefty cool looks for another punch out, and he does it again. He retires 6 in a row, 5 via the strikeout. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Strasburg up 13-3.
Cardinals Express left fielder number 16, Dakota Miller.
Welcome back to Strasburg as we go to the home half of the 6th inning. It'll be 8-9-1. Miller, LaSala, and Woody due up for Strasburg as Gavin Alloway is still in the game as of this moment for the Front Royal Cardinals. Strasburg trying to add some insurance. They lead by 10 here in the 6th, and that's where I'll leave it for the time being. The pitch. Misses up high. Dakota Miller out of the 8th spot tonight. A fly out to right. A 2-run double in the 3rd and a 2-run double in the 4th. He has 4 RBIs, 2 doubles, and 2 runs scored. 1 ball and no strikes. And he takes low. 2 balls and no strikes now. Time for some baseball history on this day in baseball history, June 29th. We'll get it started tonight. In 18 97. 2-0 the count. Miller takes a strike. Today in 1897, the Chicago Colts of the National League established the record for most runs scored in a game by one team as they mauled Louisville 36-7. 2-1. Up and in, over the head, 3-1. Today in 1914, with attendance down in the Federal League, Robert Ward, the president of the Brooklyn Tip Tops, announces that ticket prices at Washington Park will be reduced from 50 cents to 25 cents. So back over 100 years ago, they were dropping ticket prices down to a quarter to get in. What can you get for a quarter in the real world anymore? A piece of gum. 3-2 the count to Dakota Miller, leading it off here in the 6th inning. Out of the way, the righty at the belt, he deals. And a pop-up foul and out of play. Swing and a miss. Went after ball 4. And that is the first out here in the 6th.
Shortstop, number 12, Anthony LaSallo.
Today in 1933, as Anthony LaSalla will bat, LaSalla is 1 for 3 tonight with a single and an RBI, a couple of stolen bases and a run scored. The pitch. That is a strike. Today in 1933, in the top of the 2nd inning, Ethan Allen of the Cardinals races around the bases for an inside-the-park home run at the Polo Grounds, but he was called out for hitting out of order. He then batted for himself after he was hit out of order, and he grounded out. I'm sure he was out of breath after running around at the Polo Grounds. 1-1 to LaSalla. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Camp makes the catch. And there are 2 outs here in the 6th. Back to the top of the lineup, it's Reese Woody batting for the 5th time tonight with 2 outs in the 6th. Woody is 3 for 4, 3 singles and 3 RBIs along with a run scored. He can complete the single cycle here with a base hit. It would be the first on record that anyone has ever considered that. Here's the pitch. Woody takes a strike. Today in 1934, Lou Gehrig is beamed in an exhibition game played in Norfolk, Virginia, and suffers a concussion. 0-1. And that misses. Today in 1935, despite Cardinal outfielder Joe Ducky Medwick batting for the cycle, the Reds beat Gas House Gang and Daffy Dean 8-6. The nicknames back then were something else. That misses. 2-1. So yes, there was a cycle today in 1935. Joe Medwick. 2 balls and a strike. And that is popped up and caught on a nice running play, robbing Woody of his 4th single of the night. A pop out to short for out number 3. Well, we go to the 6th inning. It's a 10-run game. Front Royal will need to score 1 run at least to keep the game going. We go to the 7th, and Cool comes in to try to finish off a 3-inning save here in the 7th.
14, Daniel Stevens.
We go to the 7th inning. Strasburg up by 10. And Max Cool is still on the mound. He's facing 8-9-1. Daniel Stevens, Michael McAloose, and Blaze O'Sabin. 0-1 the count to Stevens. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a ground out. Cool with 5 strikeouts through 2 innings. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Today in 1940, Bob Feller fans 11 White Sox and gaining his 12th win of the year, 7-3. 0-2 the count, and just getting a piece, which so far against Cool has been an accomplishment, right? I mean, putting it in play. Have we had any in fair territory? There have been no fair The only out was a pop out in foul territory. So still no fair balls have been hit against him. I probably just jinxed it, but that's what I do. 0-2. Change up down low. 1-2 the count. That is down and in. Two, and there's a line drive double into left center field right on cue. It'll be a leadoff double for the Cardinals, and that run could keep things going here in this game. 6th hit of the night for Front Royal.
Shortstop, number 17, Michael McAloose.
Here's Michael McAloose, 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out tonight. So that run out there at second is big in the sense that it could keep this game from ending early for the Cardinals. First hit of the night given up by Cool. First fair ball given up. That was off the bat pretty hard. The lefty Cool sets and he deals. Fastball in there, 0-1. Today in 1965, the Yankees lose Roger Maris for 49 games with bone chips in the heel of his right hand. Doesn't sound too good. 0-1. Inside, just inside, 1-1. Today in 1971, Tom Seaver strikes out 13 batters in a Mets 3-0 win over the Philadelphia Phillies. Today in 1972, in a swap of former MVPs, the Braves send first baseman Orlando Cepeda to the A's for pitcher Denny McLain.
564-058. That's good for a pot of $57. Green ticket 564-058. Take that to the train station. 564-058. Green ticket.
Today in 1984, Pete Rose plays in his 3,309th Major League game, surpassing Carl Yastrzemski as the all-time leader. Rose went 0 for 5 in the game, but the Expos still beat Cincinnati 7-3. And that is crushed to left field and deep, and that ball is gone. It's a 2-run home run for Michael McAloose here in the 7th, and we will play at least another inning of baseball. It's 13-5 here in the 7th.
Center fielder number 19, Blaze O'Sabin.
So a double and a home run off of Cool here in the 7th inning. Here's Blaze O'Sabin, 2 for 3, 2 singles and a pop out to third. Breaking ball in there, 0-1. One is a grounder up the middle, charging the shortstop La Sala. Throw to first is just in time. And there's one out here in the 7th inning. Brody Popple will bat. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a walk.
Batter number 12, Brody Popple.
Yep. Since I said that no ball had been put in fair territory, everyone's been in fair territory since then. Pitch is fouled back 0-1. Today in 2004 at Bank One Ballpark, Diamondbacks 40-year-old fireballer Randy Johnson records his 4,000th career strikeout. The big piece. 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. The pitch. Cool with a swing and a miss, and he's back into domination mode, back-to-back outs here in the 7th after the double and the home run. Cameron Douglas will bat. He is 0 for 2 tonight with a walk and a stolen base. Actually, 2 stolen bases tonight.
Number 24, Cameron Douglas.
So Cool trying to get through this half inning here. Breaking ball, ground ball to second. Parker's charging. He will field. He will underhand it to first in time. And this game will play for at least another half an inning. Strasburg could score 2 and walk it off. We'll see if they do. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch from Strasburg. Strasburg up 13-5 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Victor Castillo will lead it off. Castillo, surprisingly tonight, 0 for 4, trying to get off the schneid here. And he crushes one to left field, and he is going to get off the schneid in a big way. It's a home run to left field right on cue. Castillo ends his hitless night, and the Express back up by 9. It's 14-5.
Second baseman, number 5, Cade Parker.
Now that's a reverse jinx right there. You can call me Mr. Jinx, but... Well, Cade Parker with one swing could send us home here tonight. Strasburg needs one more run here in this 7th inning, and this game would be over to the mercy rule. Parker batted last night. This is his first at-bat of the night. He played last night, had a pretty good night. I think he had a home run. So Parker... First AB of the night, sliding into the 3 spot that is filled with hits tonight. 2 singles, 2 doubles, and 2 runs scored. Parker swings and misses at a breaking ball. It is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alloway deals, and it's chopped foul. Today in 2012, Aaron Hill hits for the cycle for the second time in 2 weeks as the Diamondbacks beat the Brewers 9-3. Last player to collect 2 cycles in a season was Babe Herman in 1931. Parker swings and misses and goes down on strikes for the first out.
Now batting number 17, Michael O'Shaughnessy.
Michael O'Shaughnessy will bat. 2 for 4 tonight. 3 RBIs, a home run, and a single. Also a run scored. Pitch misses. All right, here's a Baltimore Orioles flashback. Today in 2013, Chris Davis hits a pair of home runs, including his major league leading 30th to lead the Orioles to an 11-3 win over the Yankees. For Davis, that gave him 5 RBIs, 79, just shy of his career high for a season at this point in the year, June 29th. Chris Davis still being paid by the Orioles, and that'll be for a while. 2-0. And I think that hit him. And he said, yeah, that hit me, and that will allow him to take the base. So he's being paid in perpetuity, is what you're saying.
Center fielder number 3, Joe De Los Santos.
So the winning run is on first base for the Express. It'll bring up Joe De Los Santos. De Los Santos will face Alloway. So Alloway has come in and pretty much had to eat one here. He has thrown 71 pitches in 3 1/3, 38 for strikes, as we're going to have a pinch runner here. O'Shaughnessy is going to be taken down. And it is going to be Thad Ector making his home debut. Thad Ector has played in the Valley League before. He played last night, had a hit, and making his home debut here tonight. So Ector running for O'Shaughnessy. De Los Santos 2 for 3 tonight, 2 doubles, a run scored, multiple stolen bases, a couple of RBIs, and a swing and a miss. Got a breaking ball, 0-1. Today in 2018, the Nationals put on a power display, homering 7 times in a 17-7 win over the Phillies. Both Bryce Harper and 19-year-old Juan Soto homer twice. Eric Fetty gets credit for the win, his first of his career. That's a strike, 0-2. And just 5 years later, the Nationals are a below-average team again. They don't have Juan Soto or Bryce Harper. Man, sports, they can be tough sometimes. 0-2. De Los Santos takes outside. And today in 2019, the first Major League game ever to be played in Europe results in some offensive fireworks as the Yankees beat the Red Sox 17-13 in front of just shy of 60,000 spectators at London Olympic Stadium. Those are your history notes on this day in baseball history, June 29th. 2-2 to De Los Santos. And he swings and misses, and that is out number 2 here in the 7th.
Batter number 20, Logan Vaughn.
So Logan Vaughn now with a chance here in the 7th. He's 2 for 4. 2 singles, 2 runs scored, an RBI. Ector at first. Pitch is a strike. Updated line score for our ball game. Front Royal, 5 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors. Strasburg, 14 runs on 18 hits and no errors. 0-1 to the catcher, Vaughn. Runner goes. The pitch is a ball. Throw to second. It gets away, but then bounces off the shortstop, Macaluse. It'll be a stolen base. And the winning run is now in scoring position and a 1-1 count for Vaughn. And normally I would not agree with the idea of stealing there, but when you have a chance to end the game and save pitching, that's one thing. 1-1 to Vaughn. It is outside. 2 balls and a strike. So unless something very crazy changes in this game, it looks like the starter, Chase Husted, is probably going to take a loss here tonight. That one just misses 3-1. Meanwhile, like I said, Alloway has been in the game since the 4th inning, and his pitch count really getting up there. He has 80 pitches, now 81 pitches, 43 of those are strikes. The count is full, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes as the smoke continues to come in here at First Bank Park. Hector, the winning run at second. And a liner to first, and we will play another inning. L3 for the 3rd out in the bottom of the 7th. We go to the 8th. Front Royal up 14-5. Excuse me, Strasburg up 14-5. We go to the top of the 8th. Strasburg with a commanding 14-5 lead. It will be Nick Lachey coming into the game for the Express. The lefty will face 4, 5, 6 in the Cardinals lineup. The first pitch is inside, 1-0. Nick Lachey out of the College of William and Mary from Centerville, Virginia, 5'10 lefty, 185. And a ground ball to second. Parker fields. Quick throw to first and nearly throwing it away, but holding the bag is Woody at first, and there's 1 out in the 8th. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Brantley Willis.
The 8's number 32, Brantley Willis.
Willis is 1 for 3 tonight with a single and an RBI back in the 1st inning. Front Royal once led this game 2-0. Lachey sets and deals, and that's a strike. Lachey's numbers, 10 2/3. He has 18 strikeouts and a 5.06 ERA. He sets and deals. Breaking ball just misses. Final numbers for Max Cool for Strasburg. 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, no walks, and 6 strikeouts. He was dominant. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Woodstock leads Newmarket 8-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Covington on top of Waynesboro 6-1 bottom of the 7th. Harrisonburg leading Culpeper in a pitcher's duel 1-0 bottom of the 8th. 1-2 is a ground ball to third, fielded by the third baseman. Throw to first is in time as Pfeiffer makes the throw, and there are 2 outs. Charlottesville leads Stanton 3-2 in the bottom of the 8th. So you never know about baseball because Culpeper comes into that game against Harrisonburg with a 7+ team ERA, and they're trailing 1-0 tonight in the 8th inning. Harrisonburg's pitching very good as well. They lead the league ERA-wise. Drew Camp takes down low, 1-0. The lefty pitch misses. Looking at tomorrow's schedule, Strasburg is on the road. They are going to Waynesboro to take on the Waynesboro Generals. Meanwhile, these Front Royal Cardinals are heading to Charlottesville to take on the Charlottesville Tom Sox. 2-0 the count. Lachey deals. Check swing. Look close. No appeal. 3-0. Looking at our upcoming games from Strasburg, we are here on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. As that pitch misses to Camp, it's a 4-pitch walk. And Nicholas Capozzi will bat for the second time tonight. Capozzi came in earlier in the game to play left field. He struck out his only time up back in the 6th. So, yep, we'll be here Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The pitch, fouled back, 0-1. And one of those games is a makeup. I guess that's the Monday game is a makeup. And I'm guessing that's against Covington. Am I correct again? Let's see. It is against Stanton. And they got him picked off at first. 1, 3, 6. And the half inning is over. So Camp is picked off 1, 3, 6 to end the 8th inning. All right, well, we go to the bottom of the 8th. Strasburg needs 1 to win it. All right, we go to the bottom of the 8th. Brantley Willis, the designated hitter, is taking over on the mound here in relief of Alloway. First pitch to Pfeiffer misses. Final line for Alloway for the Cardinals. 4 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. The pitch is fouled away for Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer is 1 for 2 tonight. 2 hit by pitches, 3 runs scored, 2 stolen bases. And that is down low. Two one. Check swing. Looked like he went. No appeal. 3-1. 3-1. And a fastball in there. Pretty good velocity from Willis. Willis has thrown 2 innings two-thirds of an inning. He does have a strikeout and no ERA. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Pfeiffer went after a fastball above his head. Strikes out swinging, and that's the first out here in the 8th.
Now batting number 16, Dakota Miller.
Here's Dakota Miller, the left fielder. 2 for 4 tonight, 4 RBIs, 2 doubles, and 2 runs scored. Miller is swinging away from sending us home here tonight. Swing and a miss. They just can't catch up to the fastball. Looks like 92, 93 on the fastball from Willis. 0-1. And that is a hard grounder up the middle. Nice stop by the second baseman. He throws to first. Off the bag, according to the umpire. It'll be an infield single for Dakota Miller. Miller's 3rd hit of the night.
Shortstop, number 12, Anthony LaSala.
And here's Anthony LaSala. It's a good effort at second by Stevens, but beating it's Miller. That is hit number 19 on the night for Strasburg. LaSala has 1 hit tonight, and he takes for a strike, 0-1. Oh, and 1 the count. Swing and a miss, goes after that high fastball. It looks good, but it's not a pitch you can easily touch. It is 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Got him. Going after that high fastball. 2 strikeouts here in the inning for Brantley Willis. Probably should have brought him in a little bit earlier. He's looking pretty good out here. Here's Reese Woody. Well, Woody has another chance here for his 4 single cycle. He's 3 for 5. 3 RBIs. Swing and a miss. 0-1. That is down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One, and it's fouled away, and Brantley's a strike away from striking out the side here. One and 2. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. The ball gets away past the catcher. Throw to first is in time. And we will play another inning. Strikeout 2-3. We go to the 9th. We go to the ninth from Strasburg. The Express are 3 outs away from winning their 13th game of the summer. And they come into this game winners of 3 in a row, 8 out of their last 10. And that is lined to third, past the third baseman into left field. And it's a leadoff single for Nicholas Capozzi, his first hit of the night. Hit number...
Second baseman, number 14, Daniel Stevens.
6 for Strasburg. Excuse me. Hit number 8 for Front Royal. Here's Stevens, and he takes a strike. Daniel Stevens, 1 for 3 tonight. Double and a run scored back in the 7th off of Cool. Oh, 1. He shows bunt, pulls back, takes 1-1. Pop up. Right field. This could be a tough play. Parker's going out, and he makes the over-the-shoulder catch. Nice play out there by Cade Parker. It's a first out here in the 9th inning. Michael McAloose.
Shortstop, number 17, Michael McAloose.
The shortstop will bat. 2-run homer back in the 7th. Throw to first. Sorry about that. Trying to figure out our scoring program here.
Tomorrow night, Strasburg will be at Waynesboro, and Front Royal will be at Charlottesville, both for the
So a single here in the 9th for Capozzi, a fly out to second base for Stevens, and now a 1-2 count to Macaloose. The pitch. Down and in, off the catcher's glove. Runner's going to second, and it gets into the outfield. And that's going to be the first error of the night on the Express. So it'll be, I guess, a wild pitch and an E2 as Vaughn threw it away. First error of the night. Almost 2 straight games with no errors for the Express. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Macaloose is the second out here in the 9th. So 2 outs here in the top of the 9th, and it's down to Blaze O'Sabin. First pitch is in the dirt, 1-0. So Strasburg out away here tonight against the Front Royal Cardinals. One out. And that's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Strike 2. And the Express are 1 strike away. Lachey looking to finish it off here in the 9th. Looks in for a sign. He deals and just down low. 2-2. Fourteen to 5 here in the 9th. Two. Just inside again. 3-2. Count is full to O'Saban. Ball 4. And he walks him. So the game will continue for at least one more batter. I'll tell you, give Front Royal credit. There have been multiple opportunities where Strasburg's had a chance to finish this thing off. The pitch. And that misses. 1-0. First and third, 2 outs here in the 9th. Popple, 1 for 4, struck out his last time up. And thrown over to first, back in safely. Outside, 2-0. Breaking ball, that misses. 3-0. And that misses. Ball 4.
Right fielder number 24, Cameron Douglas.
And the bases are loaded for the Cardinals. And we've got a meeting on the mound here. While we have a second final look at scores around the league tonight. Charlottesville beats Stanton 3-2. The Culpeper Cavaliers have tied it up. It's 2-2 in the 9th at Harrisonburg. Waynesboro's at Covington trailing 7-2 in the bottom of the 8th, and Woodstock's leading at Newmarket 8-1 bottom of the 8th. So the bases are loaded for Douglas. A single and 2 walks here in the inning. And I think we have a pinch hitter possibly. So a pinch hitter for the Cardinals. So the pinch hitter coming in for Douglas is going to be Carter Ruff. So he will come in. Douglas taken down here in the 9th. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Front Royal down 14-5. Ruff out of Gardner-Webb University from Fayetteville, Georgia. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Comes in and swings away in a big way. It's 0-1. Lachey sets and deals. Swing and a foul back, and the Express are once again, for like the 3rd or 4th time here in the inning, a strike away. There's been some close pitches this inning. The bugs are starting to wake up, so we need to hurry up and depart. I'm surprised the smoke's not knocking them out. Yeah. 0-2. The pitch. And a liner to short and caught. And the ball game is over. We wrap up tonight at 9:39 in a game that lasted 2 hours and 35 minutes. Strasburg is victorious tonight by a final score of 14-5. They are now 13-6 on the summer, and the Front Royal Cardinals fall to 11-10. What a dominant performance it was tonight for the Strasburg Express as we take a look at their line score. Strasburg, 14 runs, 19 hits, and 1 error. And the Front Royal Cardinals, 5 runs, 8 hits, and 4 errors. Losing pitcher tonight for the Front Royal Cardinals is Chase Husted. He went 3 innings, allowed 10 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned, no walks, and a strikeout. The winning pitcher tonight will be Max Cool for the Express. He went 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, no walks, and 6 strikeouts. And there is no save tonight. Lachey's final numbers, 2 innings, 1 hit. He did walk 3 and had 1 strikeout. So again, the loser tonight is Holstead. The winner is Max Cool, no save. And Strasburg was dominant from the get-go. Looking at some of their offensive numbers, Reese Woody 3 for 6 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. Joe De Los Santos 2 for 4 with a RBI and with just a run scored. Logan Vaughn 2 for 5, an RBI and 2 runs scored. Wyatt Pfeiffer had a hit and 3 tries. He also had 3 runs scored. Dakota Miller out of the 8 spot, 3 for 5, 2 runs scored, 4 RBIs, and then Michael O'Shaughnessy 2 for 4 with a run scored and 3 RBIs. A dominant performance tonight for the Strasburg Express, as Strasburg has now won 4 in a row. They are 13-6. Front Royal falls to 11-10. The Cardinals are at Charlottesville tomorrow night, and Strasburg is on the road at Waynesboro. We will be back here Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, so make sure you join us for the weekend games here from Strasburg. As always, thank you to everybody who has tuned in tonight, watching and listening on Facebook, YouTube, and Stretch Internet. The Express win it tonight by a final score of 14-5. Have a great Friday, and we'll talk to you again on Saturday from Strasburg. This is Kyle Gutschall signing off for the 2023 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League.